Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you guys come back to my channel. But in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to run 0 hour heroic. Now, if you're looking at this video, then obviously you probably finished the normal 0 hour. And this is to show you how to get the catalysts, and the pathing for the jump puzzle is actually different. Instead of going to the ship, you just want to head over to these events, and then there will be an event that's open. You just go ahead and jump down there. You'll have to turn around, and then there will be another event, and just go over to the right. Then once you go over to the right, then drop down. Then you want to go over here where I do and drop down, and the one on the left is the only one you need to press. There's videos where they say you need to press all 4 buttons. That's actually a lie. It's just the one on the left. Once you activate the one on the left, to get back up to the top, what you could do is just jump up here and then jump underneath here. Now you could die at this point and just reset and then go the opposite way and drop down, but you also could just go ahead and do this and come over here. And number 3 is the one that you wanted open, which is the left one, and you just jump up there and just jump up here. Now once you get up here all the way, you'll go to the vent and you just keep on going. And a little bit of a trick is you can jump in the vents to go faster, and just keep on jumping, spamming the jump button. Now if you're a warlock, on this part, for my personal experience, is when you run off that event, you don't want to jump right away. You want to jump later, because otherwise you'll just hit your head and you'll fall and die. And you can activate the switch. Now this part is probably the trickiest part that you'll have to do, and a lot of people actually mess up on this part. But if you just practice it over and over again, maybe run this by yourself and practice this part just so you can do it. What I do is I just jump, and then I land, and then I jump, and then I land on the side, and then I jump. And just keep on doing that in a fast motion, and eventually you'll get the hang of it, and you can just jump up there, then jump up on top of this platform, and then jump off of it real quickly, because it will go away. And then at this point you just run across these platforms and jump across them as fast as you can. Now you can just go on that platform down below you, just in case you can't get it fast enough, which I've done multiple times before, but I was able to do it fast enough. And then you drop down the chute, and once you drop down the chute, you want to go over to the other side and make sure you just jump right after you see the red light. And if you have a sword, you can pull it out, and you actually can stop the momentum if you swing your sword. Now I kind of screwed up there and I almost died and I caught myself, but the next place you have to go is up on top of these pipes, and then once you go to the pipes, there will be a vent that goes over to the side, and you shoot that vent open, and then you can go into the fan part. Now if you've done 0 hour, regular 0 hour, then you know this fan part and you know the rest of the part. But the fan part, you just gotta jump into the red area, and then just jump over to the middle, and then jump over to the red area, and then jump over the middle. You can just do this in a fast motion and do it really fast. And now for this one, if you're a warlock, you want to make sure that you don't activate your jump until you're almost there, and you want to kind of hover right over this platform so that you drop right down on top of it, and then you can jump over to here and activate the platforms for your friends. Now the next part is Trevor, probably one of the most difficult parts, but Trevor is actually not that difficult if you know what you're doing, because Trevor is always on a certain pathing, and what you can do is use this certain pathing and you will never get hit by Trevor. So you just jump down here, and then you go over to the last vent, and then you just look down and you watch Trevor pass by. And once you watch Trevor pass by, you can go the opposite direction of him. You can do it the other way too, to start the other side too, but I usually just go the opposite direction. Just go the opposite direction of him and go over to the first, crack, and go in there and activate the switch. So on both sides there are 2 switches, the left and right, as you guys know if you've run normal 0 hour. And once you get that, you'll have to wait for the electrical field, and then you'll run towards the other switch on the right side, and when you do, you'll see that Trevor is going to be coming. So you just want to get in the crack and hide from him, wait until he goes by. Make sure you're all the way in the cubby hole, because if you're sticking out a little bit, sometimes Trevor actually does kill you. So make sure you do that, and then you activate this button. Now, one thing I want to say is, like, I don't know why they named this guy Trevor, and who named this guy Trevor. I really don't understand that. But anyways, you go through here, and it's suggested that you cut through the middle. Just jump on the pipe, and then once you jump on the pipe, you want to activate your jump kind of a little bit late to get over here, because if you don't, then you'll bonk your head on top of the ceiling, and you'll die. And make sure you wait until Trevor passes before you go there. And you just want to activate the bottom switch, and then go up to the top switch, and you'll go into the cubby before Trevor actually comes and gets you. But I had other people helping me, so basically he activated the switch. As you can see, at this point, like, you normally activate the bottom and then you go to top, and Trevor would be coming towards you, and he would already pass you, like, when you're on the top switch. But once you've done that, then you just go ahead and head to the exit. Now, one of the suggestions that I suggest that you use is actually the risk runner when you're going through the beginning stages, but do not use the risk runner in the boss room, because there's a bug that actually makes you disconnect with the risk runner. And I accidentally put on Ruinous Effigy when I meant to put on Hard Light. But you want to just go ahead and travel up these elevators like in the other one. And once you travel up the elevators, you'll get to a certain point where you can just jump up, and you want to jump up before the elevators actually crash and kill you. Now when you're sliding down here, just go through the middle, and make sure that when you're almost down to the bottom that you jump up once and hit the ceiling, which will cancel all your momentum, and then you'll land on the floor and you most likely will not die. And then once you've done that, then you have to go over into this vault, and into this one wall, the one wall will open. Then, depending on what the burn is for the week, you'll have to do a floor puzzle. And what I suggest doing for this floor puzzle, so that you know how to do it, is to have your phone handy and ready, and just go to Google Images and search up 0 Hour Heroic Floor Path. And boom, just like that, you'll have the floor path for Arc, Void, Solar, and Arc, Void, and Solar. And once you have that path, then you can just look at it on your phone and actually know how to do that path. And it's pretty straightforward. And that one was actually Void, the Void one I did. And just look at it on your phone and do it. I memorized it because I've done this so many times. But once you've gotten through that, you can deactivate it for your friends. But if they're too far behind, they'll have to do the floor puzzle themselves. And once you've gotten to the boss room here, I suggest killing the turrets. So I usually start on the left side, kill all the ads on the left side, and once I kill all the ads on the left side, I then go ahead and kill the turret. And then once I kill the turrets, I have Sunbreakers on as Warlock, I don't know why I would say that. But you just kill the ads, and then once you kill the ads, then I start doing damage to the boss. And then once you do damage to the boss, the servitor will spawn. I usually leave one enemy with low health that I can stab and melee, so I can use my Sunbreakers and just throw a whole bunch of solar grenades at him. And then after that, I save my super for the second servitor. And the nice thing about, your super, which I've learned recently, is that it doesn't matter if the servitor is actually protecting the shanks with his ability, because the super just kills them regardless. And I suggest that you have Hard Light or something that can break the shields very easily. And another thing is, I forget what it's called, but it's able to break through shields real easily. I can't think of it right now, but as you guys can see, you just kill the servitor. And I suggest that you have your sword. The sword is probably the most OP weapon you can have for the boss fight. Now, you can't use the sword against the servitor, but you can use your sword against the tanks, and you can use your sword against the boss. and the sword just does so much damage, so massive amounts of damage that you want to do that. And as you guys can see, I'm killing the Shanks even when the servitor is trying to protect it. And now, once you're at this stage and you're killing the boss, the tanks will spawn, and I suggest that when you're killing the tanks that you use your sword. And like when you use your sword, the tanks will actually be immune to your sword if you don't hit them in the right spot. Like he just spawned in and I did it too early because his legs didn't light up, but once you knock one of his legs down, like he'll be immune everywhere else except for the head. So you have to stand in front, and you won't be able to like spam your sword, but you have to hit it like one at a time. And you can do a whirlwind right in front of him, a heavy attack, and then just keep swinging it until your heavy attack is recharged. But you can't just like spam the light attack, or else you'll go right over his head and you'll start getting immune. And it's that easy. You just keep on hitting the head, and you kill these walkers like super fast, and you'll actually have enough sword ammo to go ahead and kill the boss. And I honestly don't really need a rift as a super, because you stagger the boss so many times that you'll be able to kill him. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. You know, you just kill the boss, and we did it in a really fast time, as you guys can see. Just practice the jump puzzle, practice, you know, doing that, and if you practice doing that, you'll get better and better at it, and you'll be able to do it first try. Then just practice like Trevor and everything, and it won't be that difficult. It seems difficult at first, it's going to be difficult at first, you're going to fail at the jump puzzles multiple times, and you're gonna get like really frustrated, but just keep at it, guys, and you'll be able to actually do this very easily. And if not, then I guess you can just use the app and get carried through. But like, people usually don't like to carry people, but I carry people. I've been doing 0 hours to keep my mind busy, because you know it's something I like doing, the 0 hour mission over and over again, and it's pretty fun actually. Like once I got the hang of it, the jump puzzle and everything, I could do it first try, just like you saw. Everything, like I did everything first try. I didn't really die and get there really fast. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I'll have a video on how to do the puzzle, and if you want to get that ship before that's gone, and you want to do these 0 hour missions before, you know, it goes away, so you can get that catalyst, so you don't have to do whatever they decide to put in next. And thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, if you found it helpful, then drop a like, and if you're new to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you subscribed. Thank you, and see you in the next one.
Alright, I'm gonna take a video clip, see if that's saved.
Oh my god.